It's going to be a short reading coming from The 7 Laws of Dark Power by Brother Panic. And this is dealing with that us and we mentality that a lot of us have when it comes to the predicament we find ourselves in as black people in America or black people in the world in general. And he says, Brother Bobby Hemmett was telling me a story one day, and he was talking about the master teacher C. Freeman L. Word Free Seaman L. And a lecture he was attending of his. Master C. Freeman L. was teaching on letting the dead lay with the dead. And Bobby told me at this point in his consciousness, he was still about helping his people. So hearing how coarse and unloving this was sounding, Master C. Freeman L. was going in on how some people came here to be assholes. That is their role. Some of us came to die by the hands of police or wear their pants hanging off their asses. And the long list of complaints we can think about blacks is by a grand design. He talked about how ridiculous it is for us to even care about any of these issues, and that's why it doesn't work. Just being just being conscious, truly conscious, you had your work cut out for you, and this is also by a grand design of our making. So as the lecture went on about there was no us and we, it's all about you, Bobby started to feel like this was cold and unloving. It was against everything we have been taught as black people, because you certainly feel like you should help your people. This is because you have a loving heart. Bobby said this stuck with him, of course, and at the time he didn't get it, yet he understood the concept. But his feelings didn't line up with the information at that point. This is common for us. We have been programmed socially to have these ideas, the stereotype programming of we shall overcome. The feelings come from our nature and hearts, which they use as weapons against us, keeping us emotional and in arrested development. This should not be confused with ignoring your brother just for the sake of ignoring and saying you're an occultist. This is the understanding that the way we learn to deal with each other isn't how we change our reality. I offer human help and try to do everything I can when it makes sense. I help ladies up the steps with their baby carriages and give my seat to old ladies on the bus. I just don't discuss alchemy of the soul with them. Bobby said as he studied more and more occult information, the us and we idea in any context slowly disappeared from his consciousness. He then told me he could see a before and after in his mind. He said at the time he heard this new information, it sounded cold and cruel, but now it's a plain and basic understanding. So I know half the things I say or things you will read on this subject will sound so foreign, evil, and sick at times. So no one, myself included, can sell you on this study as if it's a better religion. It's not a religion at all. It's an understanding of your cosmic existence and the mastery of it. Where you land on your understanding is yours and yours alone. This isn't about all of us seeing it the same way. There are many paths to light. Michael Jackson said it best. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Start with yourself, and the world will change.
Michael Jackson also said this, baby. I was listening to